felt really comfortable in the shoes.
Yes.
Wow.
You know, the subspace I really enjoy because it's very euphoric and everything, but the Dom space is more about what I'm about. So it's a focused, intense. No, I haven't. No. I've been a bondage model for 15 years, and actually been a runner-up for bondage model of the year 4 years. And so I enjoy being rigged and stuff like that, and doing the bondage. But I haven't switched and I haven't subbed or anything like that. I do kind of miss the subspace, but the point that I'm at right now. It's been a long time.
I'm making her blush. Never mind. I thought you'd get a kick out of that one. So, I mean, okay, so you are a dominatrix. You do get paid. You're a pro dom. And how did all that start, becoming a pro dom?
I was doing in the lifestyle. I was going to a lot of the parties on the scene and stuff like that. And I met someone who had a dungeon in Glendale, and I had done a couple of pro scenes when I was living in Riverside, and she invited me to partner with her in a dungeon in Glendale. So I went over, we talked, it sounded good, so we started doing it, and everything worked out great. We had a 3-level townhouse, and it was all dungeon. And we had told the owners and the managers and stuff that we did erotic photography, and they were cool with it. And that lasted about 2 years, and they had a change of ownership, and the new owners came walking through.
Oh, wow.
And they walked up the stairs, and downstairs looked okay. It had a couch and it has a couple of snakes and refrigerator and computer, but upstairs was all stuff. We had suspension and everything. They came walking down with a look that was not, we already knew, and they just walked over and said, you know, we have no intention of renewing your lease, and if you really want to make an issue of it, then you don't want to.
Yeah.
So at that point, we said, you know, why fight it? I mean, we don't need any of that kind of stuff. So I went to work with a dom, Alex Black, okay, and who passed away a few years ago.
I'm not familiar with Alex.
And her place was over on Santa Monica Boulevard and Gardner. And that was a pretty neat experience because we used to have the West Hollywood sheriffs bringing us lunch and everything. It was really great. And so I worked with her for about a year. And then Mistress Omega was opening up a building in Reseda, and asked me to.
Is that the same Mistress Omega that's in Ventura now? Okay.
Yeah. And so she invited me out and talked to me about partnering with her, and we everything sounded good. So we were partners, me, her, and this other mistress, Nicole, for about a year and a half, and that's when Omega decided that she wanted to relocate up to Ventura.
Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of took over her part of it, and then about a year later, Nicole got into a situation that she left, so that's when I took the whole thing over, which was about 2000.
So that's the sanctuary now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice space. I mean, you've done a great job with it.
And yes, but it's been great. I mean, having come from the corporate background, I feel very fortunate to be able to do what I love doing now. And
well, I mean, you not only pro dom. I mean, there's so many. We're going to be taking a break in a couple minutes. We're going to be talking about some of the other things that you do, and then also in the last segment of today's show, we're going to be bringing Jill Overfield in, and she's going to be talking about an announcement of something that she's going to be doing. So we're going to be introducing her on the last half when we come, not when we come back, but when we come back the next half an hour. But we've got so much to talk about, and I think we want to take a break right now because I want to start talking about, you know, the sanctuary and all of the wonderful things and your fundraisers and all the things that you do. I mean, this is pretty much of a leading BDSM player here in Los Angeles. So if you're not familiar with Mistress Cyan, you really need to check out her website, which is
Mistress.com.
And the sanctuary has its own website too?
Yes, it's Femdom Sanctuary.
And do you take new clients? And they can call you up or email you?
They can call or email or...
And she puts on DomCon. And we'll be right back. Did I say that right? DomCon.
DomCon.
Con.
Con.
Con. Oh, you should see Dungeon Corp. I kept calling it, no, Dungeon Corp. I kept calling it Dungeon Corp. Or I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I told you. I mess up.
Say, gets it across.
Get it across. It's like I do sign language. You can understand what I'm saying. We'll be right back. You've been watching the Rev Mel Show on TSRnetwork.com, where real people talk about real sex with real kinky people. We'll be right back.